Arizona Cardinals at the New Orleans Saints. Cardinals by 6.5 here. In Nolans, Spencer Rattler named starter for the Saints here.
Yep.
And some fun stories here as well. Cardinals, a lot of people like them as the sneaky pick in the NFC West this year.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's that sneaky. They're just where they are.
I think that division is wide open. Any of the 4 teams could potentially win that division. The Cardinals are the team that's interesting here, in my opinion. Like, defense will be fun. They finally added talent to what's been a very well-coached group overall. So does that translate the way you think it should? You know, does the talent plus a good scheme equal like a really good defense? And then offense, can Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison Jr. get on the same page? That's the only thing I care about in this offense. Can they complete a back shoulder fade that looks like they were both aware it was supposed to happen? Plus, what does the Marvin Harrison workout plan actually produce? I'm kind of fascinated by that now.
Yes.
The man is jacked to the gills. What does that do for him?
I want to see this Cardinals defense. I want to see, because last year, how many times did we cite their defensive line being the second string for an average NFL team? Now they are.
Yeah.
And not just that, the way they had to deploy their players, right? I think Zaven Collins, who started his career as a linebacker, moved more to the edge. I think he's a very good, solid, all-around player. They were deploying him, trying to create matchups for him. They were trying to create matchups for inside linebacker Mac Wilson. They were switching them to just create mismatches. And now, theoretically, they have the horses to get after. They invested in Josh Sweat. They have just more pieces up front to maybe win those one-on-ones. And so how does Jonathan Gannon, how does that entire defense look? They were running 3 safety looks, Budda Baker flying around all over the place. I mean, it was a unique defense, maybe out of necessity, right? Because of the lack of talent there. So all last season, but really the last 2 years, Arizona had certainly one of the worst defenses. 2 years ago, Kyler Murray was hurt for the majority of the year. They were the worst on-paper team in the NFL. And they just remember they upset the Cowboys. They just snuck up. Every few weeks, they would play these tough games. And now they have more talent, right? So we kept saying, when they have more talent, what does it look like? What does it look like? Well, now they do. And so I think Arizona has a chance to have a really good season, and I think they should have their way with the Saints, who are expected to be the worst team in the NFL.
Do you think there will be an emotional hangover, though, from the departure of the Barbarian, the spiritual leader of this defense?
Oh, we didn't even – I took the Jags, right? Yeah. The Barbarian being a Jag.
Dennis the Barbarian Gardeck is no longer in the building.
Be the best pass rusher in Jacksonville since Tony Brackett. You never know. Yes, losing the Barbarian and Jesse the Body.
Jesse the Body announcer.
Not being in the booth.
Yeah, retired.
Didn't even consider that.
No, these are big
vibes down. Plus
institutional losses.
Plus, for the first time this year, we get to drop a little. We should have done this with the Raiders. East Coast, baby. It's a 10 a.m. start. It's a 10 a.m. start for the West Coast team, Sam.
Long journey. Long journey across the country.
That. Now, you make fun of my picks, but the year that I think
Actually,
I
this
always...
can't be that long a journey. It's New Orleans. Arizona to New Orleans? That can't be that far.
It's still Eastern time, right? New Orleans? Or were they
Central, I think. But more to the point, it's not a long distance. It can't be that long a flight. How long is the flight? A chartered jet? It's like, can't be that far.
Doesn't matter. Vegas, though, 10 a.m. start for them. That's going to be rough.
Yeah, no, Vegas. And that's
the year that I always took the East Coast team, though, when they were hosting the West Coast team, I think I had good results.
Okay. This is less than a 3-hour flight. It's nothing.
It's a time change, Sam. It's the time change, not the length of the flight.
Time change,
it's the body clock.
Nah.
What else are you looking for in this one? Anything?
I mean, you've got to be at least fascinated slightly in what Spencer Rattler can do. My hopes aren't high, but sure, let's have a look. Is their offensive line going to be as problematic as it looks like it could be? So yeah, I mean,
Well, the Saints' offensive line, I don't know if it's actually problematic, because Kelvin Banks looked good in the preseason at left tackle. He's still a rookie, right? So they actually could be sneaky good. Talise Fuanga moving back to the right side, Eric McCoy back at center. That's really when things fell apart last year. Now they're banged up. Guards are a question. We'll see what happens. But I think the Saints' offensive line is definitely something I'm keeping an eye on, especially those matchups. So remember what the Cardinals brought in with Josh Sweat. And it's not even a full – Walter Nolan's barely played, didn't even see the field during training camp or whatever, but they have Calais Campbell in there, Dalvin Tomlinson up front. Darius Robinson in year 2 as a guy that can move inside and outside there. So they just have more pieces there. So that matchup against the Saints offensive line, I think, is a really good one, both run game and pass game.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been doing some research. Phoenix is, of course, on Mountain Time, and New Orleans is in Central Time, but one of them is observing daylight savings or something, so somehow it's still 2 hours different instead of 1.
Right.
It's confusing.
Phoenix is West Coast until the winter.
Yeah.
They're Pacific time till the winter.
That's confusing.
All right, let's make a pick because we're here. Because we're 2 hours and 15 minutes into the show.
I assume I've taken the Cardinals, yes.
I'll also take the Cardinals, and Harry's taking the Saints. Harry's just out on an island on a bunch of different picks here, which I love.
Thanks for watching all the way to the end of the video.
Check the Mic is live every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, so be sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a thing.
And the all-knowing algorithm is convinced you'll also like these videos, and who are we to argue?